There also, I was gonna say, there's probably a deeper layer to all this, which is, and I think I put it in my intake form, which is that I did have that experience when I was 14 that created survivor's guilt that I wasn't aware of.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about that? I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
of people, the audience, would probably kind of understand a bit more what you're talking. Would you
Yeah.
like to?
Yeah. So when I was, when I was 14, I was in eighth grade, but I was going into Columbine High School the year that that actually happened, the tragedy there. So I was supposed to be at my cheerleading uniform fitting at noon that day, but people came to the people fled the high school and came down to the middle school a couple blocks away, and were like, "There's people shooting," and we got put on lockdown, and without telling the whole story, it's like I thought my sister was a victim. I found her, she's fine, thank God. Later, we found her and everything. And then, but then I was in that school for the next 4 years. So, yeah.
No, no, it's pretty emotional, and it's you probably, Crystal, you know
Sorry,
about the
I don't.
Columbine High School um,
Yeah, yeah,
shooting.
that was
So that
pretty,
was huge. It's
yeah.
1999, April 20th, I
Hmm.
believe.
Yeah.
So that
I
was
don't
like,
really.
definitely a huge, event in your life. I'm sure it has a lot of implication and really kind of, touch you in many different ways. And so, yes, you even kind of mentioned, the guilt of not being, even yourself, there, and, and kind of, so you kind of escape that, so to speak,
Yeah.
and you feel a
And
bit, some kind of guilt maybe about that as well, or feel kind of,
yeah, definitely. But I wasn't aware of it for so long. I was like, um, just really empathetic with everybody else that went through that. And then even, my sister and her friends to this day will be like, well, you weren't there, you have no idea. And I'm like, well, I'm also very like psychically, like I see psychic imprints, and I'm, you know have other like spiritual, maybe, I don't know, I guess you can call them gifts that other people don't necessarily, or they're not in touch with. So yeah, that was like an experience that I didn't understand.